been here for a while. That's because I guess it wasn't working out for us with our live streams. But I think everything has been sorted out now. I have seen a lot of people that I follow. I have seen that they are going live and they're even hosting. So I think things have gone back to normal. So I just actually wanted to come on here and rant a little bit. Like there's something that is really bothering me that I saw recently. And we discussed this topic on another live stream, but we were not speaking in English. So I just wanted to come here and rant in English. Okay, so there's this is this thing that has been going on in our news. We've seen it in our news in Kenya. There is this lady who was having a daycare in the outskirts of Nairobi. And if you're coming in, please tell me if you can see me. Let me set my camera. So this lady was running a daycare, right? And the daycare was taking care of children between, I think they said between the age of 2 to 5. Yeah, I think they said between the ages of 2 to 5. And oh my God, if you're a Kenyan, you know what I'm talking about. So this lady, she decided that she's gonna run a business where she's gonna be taking videos and I guess selling those videos because she even had a pay bill. Like she had a pay bill and a bank account where she was receiving the money from the videos that she was selling. Like oh my goodness, I cannot even describe the kinds of videos that she was selling. And this is something that we have to address. And I have said this so many times. I have said this before. I have said it in my videos. I have said it in my live streams here on YouTube and even on TikTok. I have addressed this issue because it's like people are not taking it seriously when it comes to this kind of content, when it comes to people making this kind of content and selling it online. So when I saw the comments, because there were so many people discussing this topic and I could go in the comment section and see what people were saying, it's like a lot of them were not even taking it that seriously, okay? And okay, there were some who were like, oh my God, that's horrible. Like, how could she do that? But then there were some who said, oh, she was selling videos, and it's like they don't actually understand the seriousness of what this woman is doing and others. She's not the only one, okay? She's not the only one. And this is why I told you, you better just take care of your children yourself, okay? In terms of, okay, I understand, I'm not talking about the daycare now because I know you have to take your kids to the daycare so you can go to work and do things. What I'm talking about when I'm saying you have to take care of your children yourself, I'm talking about, for example, when, because I have mentioned this before, when children close school and then you're like, hi, Mandy, welcome. And then you're like, go to your auntie's house in Nairobi, go to your auntie's house in Mombasa. And then you find this auntie is on the internet looking for foreigners on dating sites, because a lot of these criminals are actually on dating sites, okay? People who are preying on children, they are on dating sites. So, because dating sites are being used for all kinds of things, okay? So I feel like when it comes to sending your children even to your relatives, don't do it. Like, don't do it, okay? Just keep an eye on your kids and who is spending time with your kids, because there are people who pretend they like children, or they're like, children like me, I like children, but you don't know what they're doing with those phones of theirs. You don't know what they're doing while they're somewhere privately with your children. I don't care whether it's a woman. You know, we tend to, I like it when you speak English. I speak English here on YouTube. It's only on TikTok that sometimes I speak Swahili, but here on YouTube I always speak English. So we tend to trust women around children. We tend to trust women around children. And now it seems like women are even more dangerous than men. I think the children are safer now with men than they are with women. Because women are just evil. They're just, hey, Susan, welcome. Women are just evil these days. So don't be so comfortable saying, well, the children are with their auntie, they are with I don't know who, they are with my sister-in-law, they are with, no. Hi, welcome. I see things have gone back to normal now. Oh my God. This is why I even decided to do the landscape live, because I was not going to take any chances, because I had to talk about this. Like, this issue is really irritating me. Those of you who have been joining our live on the Truth TV YouTube channel, you know I shared with you my story. You know why this hits me so hard when I hear, little children going through such things. Like it really, oh my God, it really gets me. Because I understand how damaging that is. I understand how damaging that is. I don't understand how somebody would do that, especially a woman. Like, oh my God. Thank you, Mama Boys, thank you. Like, I don't understand how people would do such things. Why don't we just let kids be kids and grow up in a safe environment? Why don't we do that? If you want to create content, and this is what I said, I have said this on my lives, I have said this on my videos, I have spoken about this. If you want to create that kind of content and sell it online, do it yourself. Take your clothes off and create the content yourself. Why are you involving little kids? And obviously that these people who are demanding that kind of content, they are not all right up here. These are people who are just, for me, I know some people will say, that is so harsh, how can you be so judgmental? But actually for me, I feel like such people don't deserve to live. Why are we breathing in the same air with such people? Including those women who are selling children online. Like, it's so sad. Like, you think about such things and then you're like, where is humanity? What happened to us as human beings? Children are not safe. And another thing I see online, especially on TikTok, there is this thing now, we have decided that children are not going even to dress as children. I don't know what people are trying to prove online. I don't know what people are trying to do. Rosie, I ask myself same question. Why is God still keeping them alive? The thing is, like, I don't even understand what we are doing these days, because if you look at this morning, I saw a video, actually I swear, I saw a video of this woman on Instagram, of this woman who has put a wig on a child. A child is like 2 years old. I swear that child is like 2 years old. And this woman has put a wig on a child. And then she's dressed the child like, guy, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, why are we dressing children like that? And if you go on TikTok, you'll see such videos. You see the kind of shares and saves those videos. Who are these people saving those videos? Who are these people? So you are feeding, and when a woman does that and she sees that the video is going viral, it's been shared so many times, she does it again and again and again. So now it becomes like that is the content, dressing up the child like a little, I don't want to use a bad word, You know, just dressing up a child like a little grown-up woman or something. Why? What happened to those dresses the little ones used to, you know, just, oh God. And then why are you not getting concerned? You know, sometimes when I see, because I guess I'm sensitive to this issue, when I see such a video, I go and see the saves and shares. And I see comments. I go to comment section and you see grown men saying, oh, so cute, so gorgeous, so this. And then you're like, why are men commenting on those videos? Okay, even grown women, you see grown women say, oh, so cute, so gorgeous. How is that so gorgeous? We need to do better. This generation, like, we need to do better. We definitely need to do better. Children are not safe. They are not safe around women. We used to say, oh, don't leave children with men. Children are safer around men now than they are around women. Because women are, there's something wrong with us. Something has gone wrong, I swear. Something has gone. For somebody to pose as somebody who is running a daycare, because I'm suspecting that was not even a daycare. It was just a way of collecting kids, collecting children. It was not a daycare. And I don't even know what parents can do, because you think that, you know, this is a daycare. It's run by a woman, so you feel it's safe. Don't trust anyone now. Don't trust anyone around your kids. Don't do it. Hey, Truth, welcome. Another one has thrown a disabled kid and paid a man to. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are not safe. Where are we safe now? Oh my God. Where are we safe? You are scared to send your kids to school. You are scared to send your kids to your relatives. You are scared. Hey, especially these ones who are on the internet. As you can see, that woman was selling those videos on the internet. Kwanza hizi wigs, and a lot is being spoken about them. You know, let me read that comment. I put my video this way today because I wasn't gonna deal with those trolls. I had to come here and speak. Let me see. Kwanza hizi wigs, a lot being spoken about them, how evil, but sisemi. Wigs we have to wear. Wigs we have to wear them. We'll pray for them and boil them in hot water with salt and vinegar. Especially now we have reached we've come to the season of wigs. Actually, this is why I'm wearing this one, because I'm taking my braids down. I want to get back to we are in wig season now. But now we are even putting wigs on children. Why are we putting wigs on children? Babies, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, with baby hairs. Why? What happened to doing that style with the you know, nice ribbons and beads? And why can't we just let young ones be young ones? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, it's winter on this door here. Yes, it's winter. We have to, you know, if you don't put wig, you feel cold in your head. So that's what we do. So now this issue, it's something, you remember what went on in Malindi a while back. We already spoke about that. Now this woman is coming up. We don't know how many others are hiding, how many are taking videos of your children, how many relatives are taking videos of your children. Actually, there's this video. It wasn't a bad video, but there's this guy who went to, I don't know where it was, a place in Nairobi, a residential place. And there is this girl, this little child, a mixed race baby, and she was just playing around. And this man is following that child with a camera and posting it on TikTok. And I'm thinking, why is this man following this little child with a camera? and posting it on TikTok. And I'm thinking, the mother of this child doesn't even know that this child has been put on TikTok. And this is why I feel like Kenya needs to be now, it needs to come up with strict rules regarding children. Like somebody can just go where children are playing, they're just playing, and go there with the camera and just take videos of the children without the parents knowing that their children are being put on the internet. I feel like that is so wrong. And with this particular video, he was doing that like to shame, I suppose to shame the mother, because the caption he was putting on the video is like, where is the father of this child? Because obviously you can see it's a mixed race baby. So like, where is the father of this child? And I'm thinking, how is it your business to go around with the camera taking a video and putting it on the internet without the mother's consent? Children needs to be protected. Good English. Why is I don't understand. What's up with these comments about English? I always make my videos in English. So now I'm thinking, how is it that we are just so, like, we need to protect children? I think there has to be tight rules. Like that lady, the mother of that baby, I am sure she didn't know. It's not everybody who is on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Actually, social media is not, it's not everybody's cup of tea. There are people who just don't want to be on the internet. They don't. Some don't even have Facebook. They just live their lives, they do their work, they do their business, and they live their lives. They don't get on social media. But now everybody is being forced to get on social media by force. And this is, sometimes I get very uncomfortable when I go filming outside, because I really try as much as I can not to put people on my videos. I try, I really do. But sometimes you do need to take a video. You cannot be, inside the house all the time. You need to go out and take a video outdoors and have a different color on your channel. But it's not everybody who wants to be on social media. And most definitely people don't want their kids to be put on social media without them knowing. Do you know there are countries where if you go to a birthday party and you take a video, let's say you are invited to a birthday party of a child and you take a video, do you know you actually need permission from the parents of those children for you to put that video on your Facebook or on TikTok or on social media? You need those parents to give you permission to do that. You cannot just go taking videos and putting them on social media. You cannot. Okay? So now, coming back to this topic, and it's so unfortunate that our children are being used to feed these criminals' appetites. Because this lady who was running that daycare, that's what she was doing. That's what they do. And this is why I told you there was another lady on TikTok who was bragging about how she makes money by getting her nieces to, I don't want to get into that, but they feed into these people's, they just feed these people's appetites, these criminals. And the result of that, after they watch that video, those videos that people are sending or they're selling, guess what? They go now praying for victims. They go looking now for victims. So, because the reason why people are not taking this seriously, because they're like, it's just videos and they're being sold online, so it's just videos. It's not just about selling the video online. It's about what you are doing by selling this video. You are supplying them, you're feeding their appetite. And then what you're doing now, you're facilitating a child being hurt by this. Because people don't understand. Even the woman who was talking on TikTok, she was laughing, and they were laughing on that live stream. Like, that thing haunts me to this day. It haunts me to this day because they were laughing. And some of those women who are laughing on that live, they are now mothers. God has blessed them with children. So I wonder how they feel now. I wonder how they feel. How would they feel if somebody now was videoing their children, their precious children? Because they were laughing. They're like, how much did you make with that? She said the first video she was sent $200. Oh, I made them do this and I was sent $200. You know, that's how I make money. This is how I get these mzungus to send me money, you know. We just arrange and we do a video call and, you know, like it's a shame actually, because as I said, when I saw that, by the time I set my screen recording, because I was going to screen record that live. And I was going to post it on my page. Like, I wasn't even worried about, I was gonna post it on my page, because I wanted people to see the women that they think they are so respectable, and yet they are laughing when children are being put on video for mzungus to enjoy, so they can send $200. I hope those women, because I can see they have been blessed with children now. Some of them didn't have children. It's about 2 years ago. I hope they know the let me tell you, these things that people do, because they do thinking that, oh, these are just children, they'll forget, you know, it's like it's nothing, so what? There are some things that I feel like if you have to do something to a child, it's better you don't mess up with their don't mess with their psychology. Don't mess them with things that could go wrong in their head. Because when you take a you take a slippers, you say, don't do that again, don't do that again. That child, okay, because that's how, you know, we discipline children in Africa mostly. As long as you don't cause damage, you say, don't do that again, you know, don't do that again. That is not gonna damage the child per se, unless you get a beating like I got, which damaged me. I am damaged. I still get migraine to this day, because that was not a discipline. That was just somebody trying to finish me. But what I'm trying to say here is, if you discipline the child with love, it's not going to damage them. But if you do these things that people are doing, you know, displaying children, putting children on content, making the YouTube channel, for example, or TikTok, you know, the main thing is just about this child, and then you're putting those videos, and then you see the video has gone viral. You don't investigate why that video is going viral. There's a woman who posted a video of a child, an innocent video actually. The child was eating a banana, I think. Yeah, it was just, and that video went viral, and I was like, why is she not investigating why this video is going viral? And it was full of people who have no pictures on their profile, a lot of pseudo accounts saying different things. And I'm like, why are you not, because I always go to the comment section of such videos. I'm like, why are you not seeing that all these people are all pseudo accounts, and you can see what they are saying? It's like getting famous on social media is so important that we don't care. We don't care anymore. We don't care. Like, we don't care what we are exposing, like we are exposing these children to, what kinds of people, what kind of monsters we are exposing our children to. You could think that you're making an innocent video with your child. And I actually like that here on YouTube, if you put your video, if you set your video and you say it's meant for kids, hey, my sister, let me tell you, that video is going to be scrutinized, because they want to see. They want to see. And unfortunately, what I have noticed with kids, there's something evil There's something very evil with that app, that TikTok. Because you could see a video, there's a video, like yesterday, there's a video, all women were complaining about that video. I saw about 100 videos made about that video, saying, why is this video not being taken down? Why is this video not being... They have reported, one lady reported and shared screenshots, said, I reported this video, and then after a few seconds, TikTok came back and said, no violation found. And that video was so horrible. And it involves a little girl who is like 6 or 7. I don't even know if they have taken it down. People were complaining about that video yesterday. The whole of yesterday, they were complaining about that video. But because that app, that's how they make money, I guess there's something evil about that app. Like, for me, if... the funny thing is, if I share that video that I talked about where I was referring to that lady who was putting her nieces on video calls, I had to download, I actually had to screen record that video before posting it because I knew. And in fact, it was put under review for, I don't know, about 6 hours or something. So they wanted to pull mine down, and yet the most horrible videos, they are not pulling them down. There's something very evil. Be very careful. Be very careful. If you have children and you're putting your children on TikTok, be very careful. That app is evil. It's absolutely horrible, that app. Because if you create nice content, if you create educational content, just, decent content, that your videos will only be having a few views. Sometimes there's a video I recorded just about online dating, sharing tips about online dating. It was put under review for 24 hours and then it was pulled down. It never posted. I was like, are you kidding me? It's like they have a target. It's like they have a target. They just want... Okay, they say they have this policy, this protection policy and community guidelines and all that. But when it comes to like those horrible videos, if you report them, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Or if something will happen, it will stay there for a while. I guess to give the criminals a chance to download the video and screen record the video, and then they'll pull it down. Please don't put your children on TikTok. Find another content to create. Find another content to create. Because this is how they are getting ideas. Even that baby care place, that daycare, maybe that's where they got the idea. They were like, okay, we're going to find a woman somewhere. She's going to set up a daycare, and then we get access that way. So it's really bad. Like, oh my God, it really gets me. It gets me when I see such things. It really gets me. You have to protect your kids, but I feel sorry for the parents because obviously you don't expect that the place that is supposed to be a safe space. You leave your kids there, you go to work, you come and pick up your kids. It's supposed to be a safe space. So I really don't know like what parents can do, but I hope our kids will be safe. I just hope. Because the way we are going with this social media and people just wanting to, I guess, get rich quick and use social media. But there are other ways, there are other legit ways you can use to make money online. Okay? You can do other things. You don't have to do such things. Or if you want to do such things, then do it yourself. Why are you involving innocent kids? Why don't you do it yourself? If that's what you want to do. I feel like if you want to make money online because you think it's the easiest way to a mocha, then either do such content yourself or find other ways. You can write, you can find writing jobs, you can teach, you can do things online. Or make content. Make content that people like. Or get on TikTok and say tap tap. People are making a lot of money with that tap business. Just sit there 24/7, people don't even sleep. They wake up, they get there, and and then you stay until 2 o'clock in the morning. The whole day you've been there, the phone is getting hot. You're still tapping. It's better that way. I'd rather you tap. I'd rather you tell people to tap than expose children to this kind of thing. Like, it's really bad. I really hate that. I just felt I had to come here and just let it out because, like, oh my goodness. And the saddest part of this is that lady will be released. Hello Nyambura, this is your girl Gina. How do you know my name like that? Hey, wait. Gina. It is even allowed to have such conversation in any platform. They should be arrested. So that conversation they were having, the thing is with that app is that you have to be as, I guess it's like you have to be, for you to get a lot of viewers, you have to be as controversial as possible. Either you go there and start insulting people, abusing people, or you raise some really controversial topic. And the funny thing is, after I made that video, because that lady knew that I was talking about her, she came to my live stream on TikTok, and now she wanted to start drama with me. And I told her name is Phoebe. I told her, that's the name she was using on TikTok. I told her, I have no business dealing with you. You know what you did. I am against what you did, and I am not going to address you. And I blocked her from my live stream. That's what I did. Very silly. I would not even, my little girl, you will see in little girls are having fake nails. Really? Why would they put fake nails on? Oh my goodness. But I did see even there was a little girl, they had also put the fake lashes, nail varnish. They had put fake eyelashes on a very young little girl, and I'm like, she doesn't need those things. Put fake eyelashes, wig, fake nails. Oh God. And then if you go to the comment section and then you're like, pray before you air. But if you go to the comment section, because the video I saw this morning of that lady who has put wig on that baby, a 2-year-old baby, and then you go to the comment section, if you try to be like to reason with the person, they're like, you're a hater. You say, oh, does it make, because there was one lady who said, why don't you just let a child be a child? Why are you putting a wig on a 2-year-old? And then they're like, if I put a wig on her, does she become an old lady now? Too much drama. Yes, there's just too much drama. And no matter what you do, no matter what kind of content you share on that app, people will just find something. People will just find something to attack you. Like, I feel, for me, I'm feeling like I'm gonna move to YouTube now, permanently, the way things are going. Recently, I haven't even been sharing the online dating content on my page because it's just becoming too exhausting. Whatever you do, somebody will just have something negative to say. Recently, I shared my story. As I said, I had created a TikTok account where I am just speaking Swahili there because I wanted to share my story in Swahili. And I shared my story, and there is this lady, like I couldn't believe it. There's this lady who came to my comment section. I actually answered her today with a video. I didn't say anything. I had gone for a walk. I took a video and I was like, I'm going to use this video to answer that lady. Rose, we still need you on TikTok. No, you don't. You don't need me on TikTok. I'm going to move to YouTube. I hope YouTube will make their live stream work correctly because I want to be hosting people here on YouTube. So anyway, I took that video and I was like, I'm going to use this video to answer that comment, because that comment has been irritating me for 2 days. For 2 days. Because I was like, how could you think about that when we are discussing serious issues? And then she's like, so I shared my story, the same story I shared with you guys here. And then she came to the comment section, and then she was like, oh, I see. I see you had gone through a lot with that mzungu of yours. Even your boobs have fallen. I was like, where did you get that from? Oh my goodness. You know, it's so weird. And it's a woman. You know, if it was a man, I wouldn't have been offended, because the men have their eyes where they want their eyes. But I'm thinking, we are discussing serious issues here about, you know, the dangers of a young girl getting involved with an old mzungu. And your focus is on my... I don't even want to talk about it. So it's so funny that we as women, not even men, like if you go on TikTok or even here on YouTube, when you get negative comments, you'll find most of them are from women. You are a woman, you're creating content, maybe you're raising awareness, maybe you are educating people, or maybe you're doing lifestyle content, you are just sharing your lifestyle. And yet, you'll find women just coming to your page and just terrorizing you for no reason whatsoever. There is a lady who posted a video this morning on TikTok sharing about her kitchen. She has installed a new kitchen, a beautiful kitchen. Actually, I was watching and I was like, oh my God, I'm inspired. So beautiful. And then here comes women. Oh, it's too big. That house of yours, it's probably not clean. You probably are not able to clean that house. The lady is just, you know, is excited about her achievement. Finally, she has gotten her dream kitchen. Surely. She probably been dreaming about that kitchen, you know, just saving up to install that kitchen. So she was excited to share with her followers. Oh my God. It's like, oh my goodness. I don't understand what's wrong with us. I don't understand what's wrong with us women. We are so against each other. We don't want to see each other win. Like if I see somebody winning here on YouTube, I just go there and just, you know, there's something that happens when you leave let's say a negative comment to somebody. You know, I know it's so easy for us to say, just delete and ignore, or delete or block or whatever. You are going to do that, of course. But you are killing the motivation of that person. Because now they have seen that they were excited maybe about an idea to create a YouTube video, and then they find your comment and then they're like, how did they come up with that? So now she was so excited to you know, maybe to release a new video, to record a new video, and then you have killed her motivation. Why? Why don't you just say nothing? Why don't you just scroll? And what is this that if you don't like my face, because there are so many people also who say, I don't like how she speaks, I don't like her face, I don't like... It's good. You don't like me, I understand. You cannot like everybody. Why don't you just scroll? Find another YouTube channel that you like. Find another TikTok account that you like and follow. That's what I do. If I see somebody, I'm like, this content is not my cup of tea. Scroll, block, move on. I just want to delete it. It's making me cry, a lot of things I see. Mama Boys is crying all the time on TikTok. And unfortunately, that app, it's like witchcraft. It's so addictive. Sometimes you get on TikTok and then you're like, I'm just gonna post my video and you know, leave the app. And then sometimes I post my video and then I see, okay, it has posted, everything is okay. And then you start scrolling. 2 hours later, you're still there. Hey, it's like witchcraft, I swear. Oh my goodness. And I try to do here because I wanted to spend more time actually on YouTube. I try to go to YouTube Shorts and scroll and see different things. But unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with that app. There's something wrong with that app. You end up going back there. But we need to do better as women. Seriously, we need to do better. This whole thing of dragging each other, on social media, and this is a trend. Right now, this is a trend. They call it, on TikTok, they call it kucharazana. They say, tomorrow I'm going to charaza somebody. So you go and then maybe you just make up stories about somebody and then you just open the live stream and you just keep abusing this person. You just insult them and you insult them for no reason whatsoever. For no reason. And it's mainly women who do that. And the funny thing is, it's not even young women. Like, I don't even understand. Kids, my heart. Yeah, it's not even young women. For young girls, 18, 19, 20, for young girls to do that, we as older women, we should be there saying, no, 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 you need to change. Your behavior is not good. It's not young women who are doing that. It's women my age and older. You go there, you open your camera and you insult somebody with their mothers and their fathers and their grandfathers and their private parts and their everything. You just undress them completely on social media, including using private parts of animals. There is one particular woman I saw. I couldn't believe this. She preaches. She's this church people, this religious person, and she says she had been fasting and praying, I don't know for how long. And now she came one day and she said, today I'm going to charaza. They were charazaing somebody, I don't know who. And I was like, am I dreaming? Because it just came on my FYP and I was like, has somebody stolen her account? Is it her? Because she's always about Jesus and God and Christ and hallelujah. And I'm like, she's now insulting another woman with private parts of insects and animals. And her mother and her father and her dead grandparents. And I was like, oh my God, this is hell. This is why when somebody comes and this, I feel like now you should just make a little church in your house. These days there are no people like that you should. I feel like there are no people you can look up to these days. There are no people you can look up to in terms of religion, especially Christianity. People of people you hold at a very high regard, with respect. You see them standing on pulpits just insulting, including insulting young women with their bodies and their oh God. Huh? First of all, I think women our age need to do better. Okay? We need to do better because we are not setting example for this. In fact, the young ones, what I have experienced on TikTok as an older woman, the young ones are more like, my goodness. They are more role models. The young ones are can you imagine me at my age, a girl who is the age of, maybe if I had a child, she could have been the age of my child, coming and telling me, "Boy, stop! Boy, Rose! Boy, stop! Don't abuse her like that." Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. What we are doing as women, as older women, it is so shameful and it's so sad. Look at that woman who was running that daycare. It's not a little girl. It's a woman, a whole grown woman. A whole grown woman. I don't know where we are heading, especially Kenyan women. I don't know about other African countries, because what I am seeing, obviously, I'm following a lot of Kenyans on my TikTok. Therefore, I only see, I think I mainly see Kenyan content. So I cannot speak of other older African women, but I can speak for older Kenyan women. We need to do better. We need to do better. This trend of coming to shame each other and undress each other on social media and just abuse each other. And there is a way, it's sad, our current society. There is a way actually you can address somebody if they have done something wrong to you, and it will be understandable. You can even open a live stream and address somebody and say, you know what? In fact, there's a lady who lives in Germany. I respect that lady so much because she's so mature and she has been trolled. There was a time she was being trolled a lot, and she opened a live stream, and I joined that live stream. And she addressed the people who are trolling her in a way that it was so refreshing. I was like, bravo, mama. Bravo. Of course, you should address it, but you should address it in a way that, come on, like, you can even insult somebody in a diplomatic way that if they're clever, they can sense that you have actually insulted them. But this whole issue of undressing each other and body shaming and, okay, I don't know your body and your this and your mama and your daddy and your grandfather and your private parts and private parts of animals and private parts of insects. Even the young kids are not doing that. The young ones on TikTok, they are not even doing that. The 20-year-old, the 19-year-old, they're actually not even doing that. They are not. It's women from 35, 40, 50. I think there are even women there who are 60. It's just that they cannot say their age. I think there are even women who are there in their 60s and they're insulting people and undressing people on social media. So shameful. You know, a long time ago, I don't know if things are still done like that in Kenya now. I don't know. But a long time ago, when we were growing up, it used to happen that you used to be sent to an older woman to advise you. If you're becoming of age, you're 16, 17, 18, then you'll be sent to an older woman, to advise you on how to be a good woman and all that. Who are we supposed to send the kids to now? Who? Those ones on TikTok, the ones who are undressing others. You find somebody opening a live stream insulting the other person with their private parts. Is that the person you're gonna call and say, hey, by the way, my sister, I'm sending my daughter for you to advise her? What advice is she going to give that girl? It's so shameful. Honestly, it's so shameful. I feel like if people have beefs, of course people disagree, people fight, people, as women, we like gossip, we gossip a lot. But I feel like there's a way we can disagree and there's a way we can address each other. We can, just decide not to be talking to each other, and we can even fight actually. And there's a way we can fight that shows maturity. There's a way we can fight without body shaming one another. And this issue of body shaming, like the only way you can hurt me is by looking at my body and find something wrong with it and point it out. And point out, oh, look at you. Look at this. Look how you are this. Look how you are this. And it happens even among so-called friends. There's somebody who was body shaming me for a long time and I didn't realize until one time She did it. And then I was like, this person has never been my friend. I don't know what I'm doing with her. I don't know why I'm associating myself with her, because she has never been my friend. Because I went back all the way back, because we had a big issue when she finally like really body shamed me to a point where she's telling me that if you're posting things on social media, I had posted something on WhatsApp. It wasn't even on social media. It's somebody who I was contacting on WhatsApp. So I was actually posting for my family members to see, because I was proud of what I had done. It was a video I had created and I thought it was a very nice video, so I put it on WhatsApp so my cousins can see. So now this person comes and leaves some really bad comments, again about my boobs and about my tummy and about my thighs and about my whole body, how horrible it is. And I was like, why are you talking to me like that? And then she goes on to tell me, because she was like, didn't your followers on TikTok tell you how horrible you look? I was like, no, actually, there's nobody who told me anything about how horrible I look. They were actually very impressed. Owners of TikTok or something else. I was like, actually, they were very impressed with the video. My followers were like, wow, bravo, Rose, very nicely done. Actually, on TikTok, I didn't get any body shaming with that video. So now, this lady goes on to tell me, listen to this. She goes on to tell me that if you're posting things for people, waiting for people to give you nice comments, then you're going to she said in Kiswahili, utajinyonga. You're going to hang yourself. That's what she said. That's when I was thinking to myself, what have I been doing with this person? This person has never been my friend. She has never been my friend. Because you never talk. And I went back to all the things that she has said to me in the past, over the years, everything I post is wrong. I post a makeup picture that I have, I think the makeup looks really nice. And then she always negative. I post a picture of my new hair. Maybe I do a new hairstyle. I post, it's wrong. I post a picture of a new dress. Maybe I have bought a new dress. I take a picture. I post, it's wrong. Everything is wrong, is wrong, is wrong. Body shaming, women, we need to stop. If you're created perfectly yourself, enjoy your perfection, but leave other people alone. If you don't like the picture somebody has posted, block that person. If you don't like my voice and the way I speak, block me. Just do it. But you're just, we are abusing each other emotionally. We are just like, why are you spoiling somebody's day? See, you just go about your business. If you're doing so well in life and you're so perfect and God gave you everything, your body is just perfect. Enjoy. Be happy. Why are you bothered with ugly people? Why are you bothered with people who have manyama? Why? Enjoy your shape. We are happy. Leave us alone. It's so bad as women. We have made it our mission to body shame each other. This is why women are going under the knife. Because you keep pointing, and then people are built differently. They're like, oh my God, I need to do something so they can leave me alone. Especially people who are on social media. There are people who are actually making money with this social media, so they cannot leave social media. But you troll them. Oh, look at your this. You don't have this and you don't have this. They end up going under the knife. They go and do cosmetic surgeries and put silicones and put all this because that is their job. That is their job. They make money with social media. So if they leave social media, they are leaving their livelihood. They cannot put food on the table. They cannot feed their kids. That lady who posted her kitchen this morning, she's a Kenyan, she lives in the US. And in the US, people who are in the US are actually making good money with TikTok. So now, she's been doing content with her husband, and actually I think that's how they made a video and said that that's how they've been living. And this lady was being trolled. I remember there was a time she was being trolled because she's a dark-skinned woman, very beautiful woman, a dark-skinned chocolate queen, so beautiful. And people, you know how we are in Kenya. We have this beauty standard where a woman has to be light-skinned to be beautiful. So now they're, oh, you are so black, you are so this, you are so this. And now I felt sorry for this lady because I knew she was making money with her content, so she cannot leave TikTok. So I was feeling like if she was just jealous of. Thank you, thank you. I was feeling like if she was weak, this is why you see people bleaching their skin. You see people, as I said, going and doing things to their bodies that they wouldn't otherwise do. But because they cannot leave the app and it's affecting them the way they're being trolled. And another issue is if they go and get, let's say you keep harassing them, they don't have nyash, they go and put nyash. Then you guys come again and start trolling. Oh, you got the nyash now. If they bleach, then you come, oh, mukorogo. Like they can never win. They can never win. It's so bad. If you don't like something, just scroll and block. Just scroll and block. It's very easy. That's what I do. I have blocked a lot of people. Actually, lately I have blocked a lot of people because I feel like if you're not bringing positive energy into my life, you're not bringing positive vibes, you have no business being in my life. You have no business, especially people who are supposed to be close to me, who are supposed to be uplifting me and supporting me as I support others as well. I'm not just taking. I'm not a parasite. I also support. If I see somebody has posted something nice, something new, I say, oh my goodness, yes, yeah, that is really nice. Yes, because it's nice. We are winning. If somebody else is winning, if somebody wins, I also win because tomorrow I might go and say, oh my God, can you how did you do that? I can also, do the same and win. But we don't see it like that. We are always competing against each other. It's always a competition. Now there is a competition on TikTok about the Bibis, our Zungus, who has more money, who goes to more vacations. Where do they go to vacation? Why are they not going to Maldives? Who is going to Zanzibar and not going to Maldives? And I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. People are just, oh my God, and I'm better than you, and my husband, and my holiday, and my car, and my house, and my this, and my children, and I'm like, oh my God. I think people have too much free time. People need to get more jobs. And in Europe and in the US, you can work 3 jobs, 4 jobs. I think people need to get more jobs so they stop spending too much time on social media because all they are doing is they're just poisoning one another and they're just, I never follow bloggers, but I only like serious. Sometimes I even feel like changing my name because every time somebody sees Rose Blogger, they think I'm one of those gossip people. But the thing is, with my username, it's something that I started using when I was actually blogging, like writing blogs, okay, doing written content. It wasn't, when I was choosing this username, it wasn't the way it is now, so ratchet that people are calling themselves bloggers, but they are just, gossip and spreading fake news and insulting each other and doing all these things. It wasn't about that. It was about actually people who are also doing like a video content, but also creating written content, like blogs, like writing blogs. I used to do that. But now I'm not sure, like I'm not even sure what to do because like I get even scared of joining like people's lives because when they see my username, they think there was a live stream I actually entered and then somebody was like, oh, those bloggers are here now. I was like, I'm innocent. I'm not one of those. So yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough, but I don't know what we're gonna do. I have said my piece, I just wanted to get it out. So I have gotten it out. I don't think it's gonna make any difference, but at least I have said my piece. I just want to caution, the reason I came live today, I just want to caution parents against just letting your children spend time with random people, not even random people, even relatives, just being in a room and somebody has a phone, of course, and they're there in a private space with your child. Be very careful. Be very careful to see what they're doing. Don't trust anyone. Don't trust your sister, especially if they're doing online dating, if they're on dating apps. Don't trust your sister. Don't trust your friend. Don't trust your cousin. Don't trust your sister-in-law. Don't trust anyone around your kids, both boys and girls. Please, get me well. Both boys and girls. Because I think now we used to be all, let's protect the girl child. Let's protect the girl child. No. We have to get back to the drawing board. Right now, the boy child has been neglected, in my opinion, and I feel like a lot of bad things are happening to boys. And unfortunately, boys are not, I feel like boys are not able to express themselves. And I feel like it's very important for us to allow our children to express themselves. Don't always tell the child to shut up and not letting them finish what they're saying. There's a very beautiful video I saw here the other day. There's this couple, they're here on YouTube. They're very big YouTubers. It's a very big channel. And they're expecting a child, and they have an older child. Now, when they came to tell the older child that they're expecting, it was a very beautiful moment. It was really beautiful. One of the beautiful moments I've seen here on YouTube. They sat the child down, and they told him, we are expecting a baby. And then now they asked the child, what do you feel about the news? How are you feeling? The good thing I liked about that part of the video is when the father tried, because the child started speaking and the father tried to say something, the mom was like, no, wait. I was like, yes, and she's a Kenyan. Bravo, she's a Kenyan. She was like, no, wait. So now the child continued to express and to say and to ask questions. And he asked questions and they answered questions, and they said, do you have another question? And then they don't speak until the child asks the question. They just stay quiet, stay still, and then the child is given a time to consider and think. And the child said, yeah, I actually have another question. And then, yes, ask the question. And then the child asks the question, and then they answer the question, and then they say, how are you feeling now? And I was like, if only parents could do that, if you could just let the children express themselves, they will even tell you what is going on. Because a lot of parents, they find children have gone through things and then they're like, why didn't you tell me? Why was this happening to you and you didn't tell me? That was because you didn't give them a chance. You didn't make them comfortable. You didn't put them in a safe environment where they felt safe to speak up and express themselves. You don't do that. And unfortunately, in our African setting or in our Kenyan setting, I don't know about other African countries, in our Kenyan setting, we throw news at children and we expect them to just accept, and that's how it is. We don't ask them their opinion. They do have opinions. We don't listen to them because I'm the parent and you're the child. Therefore, that's how it's gonna be. That's dictatorship. Give a child, in fact, if you give them a chance to express themselves, they'll feel safe. When something bad happens out there, when the aunt comes with a video, and put a mzungu on the what is it called? Hi Virginia, welcome. When they put a mzungu on a video call and they get the child on a video call and get the child to do weird things, the child will feel safe because there is something. Obviously, the child, this woman who was getting her nieces to do such things on video call, she said that she had to sort of like bribe those children. So that means the children knew it was wrong. The children knew it was wrong. They could feel it was wrong. So That means if the child has that feeling that what the aunt is doing to me is wrong, they feel safe to come and tell you, by the way, mom, dad, I went to auntie's room and she had a phone and she had this mzungu on a video call and this is what happened and the mzungu told me to do this and they were making me do this and I don't feel that is not right. I don't feel it's right. Then you will know. But if the child doesn't feel safe to express themselves, they will not tell you. They will know it's wrong. They won't know why it's feeling wrong, obviously, but they will know it's wrong. Or even if they don't feel it's wrong, because maybe they don't know, they will feel free to come and tell you, oh, and we went to the auntie's house and she had this mzungu on a video call on the phone and I was speaking to the mzungu, and then you'll ask, and then what happened? And then you let them answer. Oh, and then the mzungu came and they said that I should take my clothes off and the aunt was doing this and then they were doing this. Or maybe it's two children and they were making us do this and do this. That's how you will find out. Create a safe environment for the child to express herself. I don't care how young she is or he is. Children are very clever, by the way. We take children, we think they're children, they don't know anything. Children know. Children know when things are wrong. Children know that things are not supposed to go that way, but they don't have safe environment to express themselves. Create a safe environment for your child. Speak to your child. The thing is, we have this thing, I'm not your friend, I'm your parent. Yes, you are the parent. Yeah, lioness of the house. Mtoto wako akipasuliwa hata ujui, because you are the lioness of the house, the parent. I'm not the friend. Of course you have to discipline your children and you have to raise your children right, but sometimes you have to listen to the children. Listen to them. Children are very clever. For me, I remember as I said, my earliest memory is when I was 6 years old. And I don't know, maybe I blocked the rest. Maybe I blocked the rest because maybe something horrible really happened. Because I know a lady who told me that she can remember her earliest memory, because we were actually playing this game. We were like, what is your earliest memory? Like how far back can you remember from your childhood? How far? There's a lady who said she could remember from when she was 5. There was another one who said she could even remember when she was 4. And this is why you people, you do things to children thinking, oh, they will forget. They will grow out of it. They will forget. No, they won't. No, they won't. And unfortunately, when you do bad things to the children, this is so sad, by the way, guys. Listen to me if you're here and you're a parent. Yes, you must listen to them. You must listen to them. If you're a parent, listen to me. Listen to me very carefully here. When a child goes through a traumatic situation, when bad things happen to a child, this is so sad. Like, this makes me so sad. It erases everything good. Everything. For me, sitting here as a woman in my 40s, I try so hard to remember one good thing that happened to me in my childhood. I try so hard. I'm like, God, give me one good thing. Give me one good thing that I can hold, that I can hold dear and say, you know what? Yes, these horrible things happened to me. The other day, you guys, I was thinking, because this bothers me a lot when I think about this. I try to go back. I go back to find, I want to find good things. So I was going back in my memory, and I remembered one good thing, guys. I remembered one good thing. There's this lady. This lady was blind. And she used to, I won't go into detail so much, but I'm writing a book. I'm gonna include it in the book. I will tell you how I was associated or related to I wasn't related per se, but anyway. So anyway, this lady, I remember one time we were going to church with her. She was a Catholic, and she bought me. There's this sweet. It used to cost 50 cents. Sumuni in Kenya, we used to, I don't even know if we have sumunis anymore in Kenya. I think we don't have. I think the smallest currency we have right now is a shilling, I think. Or is it 5 shillings? I don't know. Anyway, in those days we had sumuni. So she bought me this sweet of sumuni. There was even one that was costing... okay, that was 50 cents. There was another one that was costing 10 cents. So she asked me, she said, do you want the 10 cents one or do you want the sumuni one, the 50 cents one? The 50 cents one was bigger. So where we were going to church, it was somewhere that we had to walk. We had to walk quite a distance. So she said, I'm going to buy you the 50 cents one. So it will push you to, sort of like keep you at, how can we say? In Kikuyu, she said, which means you're gonna enjoy until we reach to church. You guys, don't let people do bad things to your children. Please don't, because it erases all the good things that happened. Everything good that happened in that person's childhood, it will erase everything. I was able to find that one thing, and I fight. I try, I go back in my memories and I keep going back, and I'm like, I have to find more. There has to be instances where things went right and where things were good and where things were happy. There has to be a time when I was happy. There has to. Don't let people do bad things to your kids. Please don't. And don't ignore your children. If they're trying to tell you something, please listen. I'm sitting here. I'm a grown woman in my 40s, and I'm telling you, I cannot find good things in my childhood because of the horrible things that were done to me while I was growing up. Don't let that happen to your children. This is why it pains me so much when I see this lady exposing so many children to those horrible things. And I hope and I pray that those children, when they reach my age, I hope when they reach my age, they will find good things that happened in their childhood. I hope those traumas are not going to haunt them for the rest of their lives, because it doesn't matter. Anyway, the good thing now is that we have therapy. We have we are embracing therapy even for the children, and we have specialists who deal with the matters of children, and they know how to handle those traumas and help children cope and do such things. I suppose for somebody like me, when I was a child, I never addressed those issues and I had no one to help me. Therefore, I try to process, and I know people come to my comment section when I talk like this, and there are people who have even seen my videos here on YouTube, because I feel free here on YouTube to just, express my emotions and just be free than on TikTok, because TikTok is so judgmental. So there are people who watch my videos here on YouTube and then they follow me on TikTok, and they come now saying, oh, why don't you just heal? Why don't you just, are you gonna dwell on that? Are you gonna... And I'm like, I did not have tools to process, of course, as a child, and now as a grown woman, I am doing what I can. But the problem is, right now, as a grown person, even if I was to go for counseling, which I have done a few times, I am being counseled as a grown person, as a woman in my 40s. So I feel like my inner child did not have the tools to process those things. And I know you guys, you're like, especially as Kenyans, we are like, sasa munaanza you're starting to talk the like the wazungus. It's not about that. When I was in Kenya, I was dealing with these issues. I have been dealing with these issues all my life. So it's not something that, oh, now I'm adopting and I'm saying my inner child never healed and all that. No, 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 no. I have been like that. So I just want to say, if you see somebody trying to express themselves and trying to just, maybe trying to share so you can learn something. If you're raising a child, maybe you can learn something. You can see how the future looks like if you don't let your child express themselves, or if you don't deal with the issues that the children are going through. If you see somebody talking about these issues, just leave them alone. Like, leave me alone. Just let people deal with the issues how they want to deal with the issues. If they want to come here on social media and cry for 24 hours, just let them do however they want to cope. Let people cope. There's a young man who passed away, was it this year? He was a big TikTok guy. And I just felt like that guy had gone through so much in his life that he just couldn't cope. And every time he tried to address those issues, because I saw it on TikTok, every time he tried to address those issues, people came for him and they just, even traumatized him even further by insulting him and just, saying it's content, including a woman, by the way. There's a woman who said some really horrible things to that boy. He was just a young man, actually. I can say boy because he was a young man. And that young man, he's no longer with us. And looking back on the things that this young man had gone through, I felt like people should have just let him be. If he wants to cry, he used to come on live and sometimes he would just cry. Just cry. And people would be in the comment section insulting him. Let people address their issues how they see it fit. Try to give them help if you can. If you see somebody is falling deep into alcoholism, try to help them. There's a lady I saw here on YouTube who works with NACADA, and she actually posted a helpline that people can call to seek help. If you're deep in addiction, whatever kind of addiction you're into, she said they offer different kinds of assistance to people who are suffering from substance abuse. Please do that. It's so unfortunate that people are just facing things that they are not able to deal with, and then they are just leaving us, So with that, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for coming to my live stream today. I had to come here and have a rant. And now I think we're going to get back to our live streams. I can see things are back to normal, thank God. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to contact my guests to see if we can try and host one of them next Sunday. I will see who will be available. There's also a lady who I want to join her channel and do a show with her, but she does her shows in Swahili. So we're going to try that. We've been trying for a long time and it hasn't been working, but I think now it's going to work. So that's what we're going to do next week. Once we do that, I'm going to share the link. If you speak Swahili, you can also join that show. But I don't think we're going to talk about anything that I haven't talked about here on my channel. But if you want to, join, I'm going to share the link once we do the live stream. So thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Take care of yourself. Take care of the little ones. And I just hope that we are all going to be safe. especially the little ones. I hope they are all gonna be safe and enjoy their childhood and just have a good life. So have a wonderful week ahead, and I shall see you on my next one. Bye bye for now.